Hello, everyone. I am Toshihiro Mibe. First, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude for your continuous support for Honda's motorsports activities. I'm very happy to present Honda's motorsports activity plan in person this year because we had to hold this event online last year due to the pandemic. And as I am talking in front of you right now, we are also video streaming this event simultaneously, as I want to directly communicate our thoughts to fans of motorsports and media around the world. While the global situation is still unpredictable due to the spread of the Omicron variant, I believe we can overcome the pandemic thanks to the tremendous efforts by the healthcare professionals and various measures taken by the government around the world. I hope Honda will excite the world even more this year than last year with our enhanced motorsports activities. And that is why we are holding this event today to share our enthusiasm. Again, I would like to express my appreciation for the support and encouragement we received from Honda fans around the world during the 2021 season. In the Formula One World Championship, we had a dramatic victory in the final race, Abu Dhabi Grand Prix last December, and Honda won the first Drivers' Championship in 30 years. As we announced before, we ended our Formula One activity in 2021, but we were able to end it in the best way possible. In addition to Formula One, we were able to make a mark in other categories, capturing multiple championships and achieving excellent results. Again, I would like to extend my gratitude to motorsports fans and our team members. Thank you very much. Honda has been growing together with racing since its foundation. Our company has improved our teams and technologies through racing. Motorsports will continue to be important for us even after we stop competing in Formula One. Soichiro Honda, our founder, participated in the Isle of Man TT race in 1959 for the first time to realize his dream to be #1 in the world. Since then, Honda has been participating in many motorcycle and motor races. I respect those before us who rose to the occasion, overcame difficulties, and achieved many victories. I also feel that their passion for racing and attitude of continuously taking on challenges have been passed down to us as a driving force of Honda's corporate activities. To win in the world's best races, we need to have the best technologies and to grow talent who can develop those technologies. The value and importance of motorsports that enable us to refine people and technologies will never change for Honda, even when we no longer compete in the Formula One races. Another important thing for Honda is the racing spirit. With racing spirit, we dream a dream, set a clear goal, and try to achieve it tenaciously and tirelessly based on facts. And what's more important is to be obsessed about winning. This racing spirit has been passed down to us here today from the founder and through many people before us who took on difficult challenges one after another. I can say motorsports represent the culmination of such Honda culture. And with that in mind, we would like to compete in various races this season. I announced in the press conference last April that Honda will aim to make the EV-FCV ratio 100% in global automobile sales by 2040. This direction of carbon neutral is, of course, unavoidable for motorsports as well. However, the approach may be a little different in motorsports. We will strive in not only electrification, but also carbon-neutral fuels and combustion technologies. With this approach, we expect that motorsports will be more sustainable and attractive. Furthermore, the technologies generated in the process will go beyond helping Honda's motorsports. For example, the high-output battery used for racing that we developed through Formula One activities could be used for eVTOL, electric vertical takeoff and landing, which we are currently developing. Another example is carbon-neutral fuel, which could be applied to mobility devices for which electrification is difficult, such as gas turbine engines of airplanes. In this way, the technologies that we refine through motorsports will be applied to various products as Honda's strengths, and they will support Honda's future. Honda will regard motorsports as an important opportunity for research and development technologies more than ever, and rise to the challenge of carbon-neutral motorsports through the combined efforts of both motorcycle and automobiles. Next, I would like to talk about the team structure to be engaged in motorsports to achieve this goal. Last October, we made an announcement that we add the automobile racing function to Honda Racing Corporation to strengthen Honda's motorsport structure in operating racing from 2022. Motorcycles and automobiles have their own technologies and know-how, and if we link them to improve operation efficiency, our racing brand will be much stronger. And if we can engage in motorsport activities with such a structure, we will be able to pass down our motorsport DNA to the next generation. For this new Honda Racing, with a stronger structure to start new motorsport activities, we decided to renew our HRC logo. By unifying motorcycles and automobiles under this new logo, we would like to promote active interaction of people and technology and increase joint research opportunities in order to make Honda Racing much stronger. We will have the new structure take on challenges so that motorsport activities will contribute to business and promote carbon neutrality, clean energy, and resource circulation. Lastly, I would like to say to motorsports and Honda fans as well as customers that we will continue to direct our energy into motorsport activities to meet your expectations. Under the new HRC, joining motorcycles and automobiles, we will keep taking on challenges so that we can deliver dreams and inspiration to all of you. I hope we will receive your continuous understanding and support again in the upcoming season. Thank you. Now, I'll hand it over to Mr. Watanabe, the head of Motorsports in Brand and Communication Operations. He will explain the 2022 Motorsport engagement structure. Mr. Watanabe, please.
Thank you, President Mibe. As introduced, I am Koji Watanabe from the Brand and Communication Operations. Thank you very much for taking your precious time to attend our event today. We would also like to thank you for your continued support and encouragement for Honda's motorsport activities. Today, I would like to give a brief review of last year's activities as well as explain the new structure and initiatives for Honda's motorsport activities for 2022. Looking back at 2021, starting from the motorcycle racing, we started the year with a Dakar rally. Monster Energy Honda team got off to an exceptional start, finishing first and second overall. This year's Dakar rally just finished today. And I'm pleased to announce that Pablo Quintanilla has finished second overall. Thank you all so much for your support. Unfortunately, we could not win the title. I would like to say that we'll come back very strong next year to win that title next year. In MotoGP, which is the pinnacle of world road racing, Marc Marquez returned to the front line in the third round in Portugal and won the 8th round in Germany for the first time in 581 days since the final round in 2019 in Valencia. In Moto2, Idemitsu Honda team ages Ai Ogura, who stepped up from Moto3, consistently scored points and finished second in round 11, which is his first podium finish. He finished his rookie year in 8th place overall and is expected to be even more successful in the future. Moving on to trial racing, Repsol Honda team's Tony Bow conquered both the outdoor trial GP and the indoor X Trial series. He has achieved the unprecedented feat of capturing the championship title 30 consecutive times. His teammate, the first Japanese rider to win the FIM Trial World Championship in 2004, Takahisa Fujinami, has announced his retirement at the end of last season. This will be the end to his 26-year World Championship career. Once again, we would like to express our respect for his amazing achievements. From this year, Mr. Fujinami will be leading the Repsol Honda team in the capacity of team manager. We are excited that he will be supporting Honda's trial competition in a different way than before to provide strong leadership. Next is our racing activities in Japan. In All Japan Trial Championship, Tomoyuki Ogawa of Team Mitani Honda has won the championship, his 11th and for the 9th consecutive year in the IA Superclass, which is quite amazing. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the CBR 1000 RR-R. In the All Japan Road Race Championship, the Astemo Honda Dream SI racing team competed in the ST1000 class with this legendary model, and its rider Kazuma Watanabe won the championship. In the All Japan Motocross Championship, Kei Yamamoto from Honda Dream Racing Bells rode the CRF 450R in the IA1 class and won his 4th championship in 3 consecutive years, providing the high performance of the CRF series. Mr. Yamamoto retired at the end of last season. We wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Let's turn our eyes to the automotive racing. In the Formula One World Championship, Max Verstappen of Red Bull Racing Honda came from behind to win the final round of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and became Honda's first champion driver in 30 years. We were able to conclude our participation in Formula One in the best possible way. I believe that we were able to show our racing spirit of perseverance and challenging to be the best without giving up. In the IndyCar series in North America, Honda Performance Development provides engine to Chip Ganassi Racing. Chip Ganassi Racing's Alex Palou won the season championship in his 2nd year of competition. In Japanese Super Formula, which is the pinnacle of Formula racing here in Japan, Tomoki Nojiri of Team Mugen won 3 out of 7 races to become the season champion. Nojiri's teammate, Hiroki Otsu, won the Rookie of the Year. We also have Nire Fukuzumi of Docomo Team Dandelion Racing, he had his first win as well. It was a season full of news for Super Formula. Turning our attention now to Super GT, there are 3 Honda teams. These 3 teams were in the top 3 in the series ranking until the very final round, competing each other quite fiercely. But unfortunately, Honda could not repeat our title win this year. Again, I would like to show our commitment to try to capture that title next year. As you can see, this past season for 2021 was full of excitement for Honda, who has participated in various categories from the world's premier races to the regional competitions for both motorcycles and automobiles. As a result, we were able to end the year with multiple championship titles and some excellent results. Amidst the continued impact of the pandemic brought on by COVID, it was a struggle for, I think, all of us. We would like to extend our most sincere gratitude to all of the team members who have provided their support for Honda's racing activities. And most of all, I would like to thank all the motorsport fans around the world for their support. Thank you so much. We will continue to do our best to live up to your expectations this season as well. Next, I would now like to give you an overview of Honda Racing Corporation, also known as HRC, which will be reorganized to compete even more strongly this season. The new organization will be officially launched this April. The motorsport function will be consolidated in their respective categories. Motorcycle will be based in Asaka City of Saitama Prefecture, and automotive will be based in Sakura City, Tochigi Prefecture. Racing technology development and operation will be managed under this new streamlined structure. Through our racing activities under the newly reorganized HRC, we aim to establish a strong racing brand by demonstrating our comprehensive capabilities in motorcycles and automobiles, and by taking on new challenges such as next-generation carbon neutrality and clean energy technologies. As for Formula One, Honda will be working with Red Bull Racing and Scuderia AlphaTauri as partner to support Red Bull powertrains. This is going to be done through HRC from Sakura and as well as trackside support, supporting both teams with technology for their Formula One participation. In addition to the development and operation of motorcycle and automotive racing technologies, HRC will also consider strengthening sales of racing vehicles and racing parts under the HRC brand, as well as sales of production vehicles in a collaboration with HRC Technologies. More excitement is yet to come. Today, Honda has focused on developing world-class competitors in motorsports. We will continue to strengthen the racing school program that is being operated at Suzuka Circuit and the Young Driver Development Program. The Suzuka Circuit Racing School, which currently has 3 curriculums for Moto, Kart, and Formula, will be renamed as Honda Racing School and seek to expand the step-up destination for the school graduates. In addition, we will enhance the quality of training by strengthening cooperation between the 2 categories of motorcycle and automotive racing. With that, the HFDP logo will be renewed, and there will be a new logo made for Honda Racing School. In the area of motorcycle racing, the curriculum will be renewed in order to produce riders who can compete in MotoGP and other world-level championships. In automotive racing, as part of the Honda Formula Dream project, we will provide seats in European Formula categories, as well as FIA F4 Super Formula Lights in Japan, to further enhance the competitor training environment for the younger generations. Also, we will continue and strengthen our cooperation with Red Bull on training. In Europe, in addition to F2 and F3, Japanese drivers will be trained for French F4. This is going to be a joint cooperation effort. In Japan, Red Bull drivers will become ambassadors for the Honda Racing School. We will support the future growth of young drivers by directly passing on the skills of the world's top drivers to them. In addition to continuing the joint training program with Red Bull that we have in Japanese Super Formula, we will also launch a scholarship program with HBD in 2023 to invite top drivers from Formula Regional America. So this is going to be a new scholarship program. As such, the Honda Formula Dream Project will collaborate with development categories in Europe and North America to create a human resources development system that includes Japan's FIA F4, Super Formula Lights, and Super Formula GT, GT300 classes, as well as overseas categories. Now, we have received a message from Yuki Tsunoda, a former member of Honda's training program who has been competing in the Formula One World Championship since last year, and is expected to play an active role this season.
皆様、こんにちは。今シーズンもアルファタオリから F1 に参戦する角田裕樹です。いつも応援いただきありがとうございます。2021年シーズンを振り返って、いいことも悪いことも多く、本当に自分のキャリアの中で一番学びの多いシーズンだったかなというふうに思います。本当にたくさん、苦戦を強いられる中、最終戦本当にようやく自分の自信だったり、チームとの関係性も、本当にうまくいって、最終戦4位で終われたので、今年に向けていいシーズンで終われたかなというふうに思います。自分はカートから SRS へ入り、ホンダさんにサポートをいただいて F3、F2 とステップアップし F1 ドライバーになる夢をつかみました。SRS の後輩や F1 ドライバーになりたいと思っている子たちに見本になれるようこれからも努力してまいります。そして今年は、2022年 F1 2年目ということで、今シーズンのリザルトはもちろん、チーム全体としてより強いアルファタオリをお見せできるように頑張ります。今シーズンも応援よろしくお願いいたします。
はい。
Thank you. We look forward to your support for Yuki. Honda will continue its efforts to nurture racing talents who can spread their wings to the world. This year, in 2022, we will continue to do our best to deliver dreams and excitement to our customers around the world. I would like to ask for your continued understanding and cooperation in this matter. Now we will announce the outline of our motorsport activity plan for 2022. Ms. Hirayama, please.
Thank you, Mr. Watanabe. Now, I'd like to announce the 2022 Motorsports team structure. First, I'll go from motorcycle. FIM Road Race World Championship from the Repsol Honda team aiming to reclaim the title in the MotoGP class. We have Marc Marquez and Paul Espargaro. Together with satellite team riders Takaaki Nakagami and Alex Marquez, we have 3 teams and 4 riders. In the Moto2 class, Ai Ogura and Somkiat Chantra will continue to compete from Idemitsu Honda Team Asia. In the Moto3 class, from Honda Team Asia, we have Mario Aji and Taiyo Furusato, who won all 7 rounds of the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup last season. For the FIM Superbike World Championship, we have Ikel Lecona and Xavi Bielge from Team ARC. For the FIM Endurance World Championship from FCTCR Honda France, we have 3 riders, Josh Hook and Mike Di Melio and Gino Ria. For the FIM Motocross World Championship in the MXGP class, we have as Team HRC, Team Geyser, and Mitch Evans, same as last year. In the FIM Trial World Championship, in addition to Tony Bow, who has won the unprecedented 30 consecutive outdoor and indoor titles, we welcomed Gabriel Marcelli to the Repsol Honda team to ensure the championship as the trial. And in addition, Takahisa Fujinami, who retired last season, has been appointed as the new manager of the Repsol Honda team and will be responsible for coaching and nurturing the younger team members. And the team have been participating in the Dakar Rally 2022, the opening round of the FIM World Rally Raid Championship held in Saudi Arabia from January 2, and unfortunately couldn't achieve the third consecutive overall victory, but ranked second. Next, I'd like to introduce the main motorcycle racing activities in each region of the world. In Europe, the Honda Superbike Challenge program, which is now in its second year as a program to foster young riders, we're pleased to announce that Ryo Mizuno will continue to compete in the British Superbike Championship. In North America, in the AMA Supercross World Championship, from Team Honda ARLC, Ken Lexon and Chase Sexton continue to compete and got off to a good start last week on January 8th, finishing first and fifth, respectively. Now, onto the races in Japan. In the JSB 1000 class of the MFJ All Japan Road Race Championship, Teppei Nagoe from SDG Honda Racing will be competing. In the MFJ All Japan Motocross Championship IA1 class, last year's champion Keiji Yamamoto has retired from racing, and from Honda Dream Racing belts, Kainosuke Oshiro and Yuki Okura, who will be promoted from the IA2 class, will be competing. MFJ All Japan Trial Championship IA Super class, Tomoyuki Ogawa will be aiming to win the championship for the 12th time and 10 years in a row, and Seiwa Ujikawa will continue to compete from Team Mitani Honda. So that's the 2022 team structure. We have received the message from riders who couldn't be here with us today. So first, we have message from Marc Marquez, who will be competing in MotoGP class.
Hello everybody, first of all, Happy New Year. I hope everybody starts well this 2022. Of course, as Honda rider, we hope a better year this 2022, because especially 2021 was a tough year, and yeah, I come back from my arm injury, and it was difficult, some up and downs, but we achieved 4 important podiums and 3 victories, and yeah, but unfortunately when we were in the best moment, we have another vision injury, diplopia, and unfortunately we didn't finish the season in a good way. I'm feeling better, step by step. Looks like the time to come back to ride a bike is closer, but still we need to be patient because it's a slow process. And yeah, I mean, full motivate for this 2022, and I wish the best to all Honda riders. Bye bye.
So that was a message from Marc Marquez. Next is undisputed world champion Tony Bow, who will be completing FIM Trial World Championship Series.
2021 season is very special for the strange situation. Finally, I started with a little mistake, with an injury in my leg, but I arrived to the first race in not the 100%, but with good conditions. I won the first day and I have a second place in the second day. And finally, I have a good result of the championship with a 1. And the last part of the season is the indoor this time, and I won the 2 races in a very strange championship again. But I think finally it's a big season again for us. For 2022 season, I expect the start in the same objective, the same goals for the last year. With I expect a better situation for the COVID and the same objective of the last season. I try to win, try to best for the team. Thanks all the fans for following the race and pushing hard for the team. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you. That was a message from Tony Bow, who has been creating wonderful results. Now I'd like to present the riders who are attending today's event. From the MotoGP class, Takaaki Nakagami. From the Moto2 class, Ai Ogura. From the Moto3 class, Taiyo Furusato. Moving on to the British Superbike Championship, Takumi Takahashi. Also for the British Superbike Championship, Ryo Mizuno. Moving on to the All Japan Road Race Championship, Teppei Nagoe.
そして全日本モトクロス選手権から大城海之介選手。同じく全日本モトクロス選手権から大倉優樹選手。全日本トライアル選手権から小川智之選手。同じく全日本トライアル選手権から
Also from the All Japan Trial Championship, Seiya Ujikawa.
以上10名の選手に
Thank you. These are the 10 riders that we have brought in here today. So I would like to ask 2 of the riders to speak on behalf of everyone present here. Now let's start with Mr. Takaaki Nakagami into his 5th year in the competition. Thank you. I'm Takaaki Nakagami from MotoGP. Thank you so much for coming today to attend today's event. I would also like to extend my thanks to everyone who is watching this on the internet. As introduced, this is my 5th year in MotoGP. I am working to achieve my first titleship win. I will continue to work strenuously to achieve that very difficult but exciting goal. Thank you, Mr. Takagami. We're looking forward to seeing you on the top of the podium. Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Tomoyuki Ogawa, who is going to be looking into breaking his own record of the many titles. Thank you. This is Tomoyuki Ogawa. Last year, I was able to renew and break my own record of winning the championship title 9 years consecutively. I'm looking into winning the championship title for the 12th time in my career. Over with Dakar Rally, the season has already kick-started. Like them, I would like to achieve very good results for Honda. Thank you, Mr. Ogawa. I would like to ask for your strong support for their successful year in 2022. Thank you. All these riders are going to be engaged in their endeavor in trying to do their best in their career. Once again, I would like to ask for your support. Now, I would like to move on to making an announcement for the automotive racing, starting with the overseas categories. The FIA World Touring Car Cup will supply two teams with Honda Civic TCR in an effort to win the title. For North America, Honda Performance Development provides engine for the IndyCar series. Chip Ganassi Racing will have Alex Palou, as well as others. We also have Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. And Dale Coyne Racing is going to have Takuma Sato. We have a total of 17 vehicles and drivers.
続いてイムサウェザーテックスポーツ
Next, I would like to present the IMSA lineup. Honda Performance Development provide support for these two teams. Moving on to the competitions here in Japan, Super GT GT500 class. Nobuharu Matsushita is joining the current lineup. NSX Type S is going to be used. 5 teams, 5 vehicles, and we're going to be looking into capturing the title, winning the double title. In the Japanese Super Formula, you can see there are a total of 6 teams. Honda will continue to provide engines for these teams. Nire Fukuzumi is joining the 3-Bond Drago course. We also have Hiroki Otsu for Docomo Team Dandelion Racing, who has won the Rookie of the Year last year. Also, Ren Sato is being promoted to compete from Team Go. For the training program that Honda has for FIA F2, Ayumu Iwasa has joined the F3 event last year. He is going to be joining the F2 races from dams. For automotive racing, this is going to be the lineup for 2022. It's going to be marking a new challenge year for us. Now, I would like to show some videos.
まずはインディーカーシリーズ
So first is from Takuma Sato, who will be competing in the car series.
皆さん、こんにちは。今シーズン、デールコインレーシング with リックエアレーシングよりインディーカーシリーズに参戦する佐藤拓磨です。いつも応援してくださりありがとうございます。2021年はなかなか思うような結果に結びつかず、試練のシーズンとなりましたが、全レース追い上げてゴールするという戦い方の中で多くの収穫もありました。2022年は新体制となりますが、今からとても楽しみにしています。デールコインは過去に在籍したチームの中ではフォイト時代に並んで最も小さな規模になりますが、少数精鋭のスタッフが揃っており、非常にコンペティティブなチームです。昨今の状況下でプレシーズンテストは非常に限られており、実走行はわずか1日のみのテストで開幕戦を迎えることになりそうですが、できる限りの準備を進めていきたいと思っています。開幕戦は2月27日、フロリダ州セントピーターズバーグ市街地コースで開催されます。インディーカーシリーズ参戦200戦目となるレースになりますので、新チームでのキックオフを楽しみにしています。また、インディ500では昨年のリベンジを果たすべく、再び勝利を目指して頑張りたいと思います。全17戦、北米での挑戦13年目の今年も全力で走りたいと思います。今シーズンも応援のほどよろしくお願いいたします。
インディーカーシリーズ
That was Takuma Sato from IndyCar Series. Next, we hear from Ayumu Iwasa, who will be competing in FIA Formula 2 Championship.
皆さんこんにちは。今シーズンフランスのダムスから FIA F2 に参戦する岩佐歩夢です。いつも応援いただきありがとうございます。昨シーズンは FIA F3 にステップアップして初めてヨーロッパのチームと共に戦ったシーズンで、今までとは環境もかなり変わり苦戦した面もかなりありましたが、シーズンを戦っていく中でドライビングだけではなくさまざまな面で学び成長することができました。 今年は F2 に参戦ということでまだまだ勉強中ですが、今まで経験してきたことを生かして少しでもいい成績を残し、角田選手の背中を追えるよう頑張ってまいりたいと思います。 SRS ではドライビング面はもちろん、普段の生活でレースに対しての向き合い方など、遠い先にまで生かしていけるようなことなどたくさん学べました。それらをうまく生かせた結果、フランス F4 でシリーズチャンピオンを獲得できたと思っています。今シーズンもさらに成長しつつ、結果も残していけるよう攻め続けてまいりますので、応援のほどよろしくお願いします。
That was from Ayumu Iwasa. Now, I would like to introduce drivers who are with us today. So we have the drivers who will be competing in Super GT, GT500 class, and the Japanese Super Formula Championship. Tomoki Nojiri. Nirei Fukuzumi. Ukyo Sasahara. Toshiki Oyu. Kodai Tsukakoshi. Nobuharu Matsushita. Takuya Izawa. Hiroki Otsu. Naoki Yamamoto. Tadasuke Makino. Ren Sato. We have 11 drivers here with us today. Now, in the interest of time, I would like to interview two drivers. First, Mr. Nojiri, who won the Super Formula Championship and ranked second in Super GT last season. Could you tell us how you feel before the start of the new season? Good evening, everyone. In Super Formula and Super GT, I will be competing. This is Nojiri speaking. In this season, I'm so happy that I will be competing as a Honda and HRC member. In Super Formula, maybe this may sound obvious, but I would like to aim for two title consecutive championship. And also for Super GT, I would like to reclaim the title, win the title for the first time. Sorry. And to the supporters, I hope to give inspiration and courage. And I would like to do my best until the end of this season, and I ask for your continued support. Thank you. I expect a very passionate race this year. Next. So next is Mr. Yamamoto, who participated in the Super GT and the Super Formula, the both categories, and last season ranked third in the series ranking in Super GT, so couldn't win the championship consecutively. Mr. Yamamoto, please. Yes, in this season I will be competing in Super GT and Super Formula. Last year I felt very disappointed, and personally with Mr. Makino, we lost our position in Super GT, so we need to reclaim that position this season. And all the members here on the stage rivals, but as Honda and as HRC, we would like to improve our capabilities and we would like to show our strength. So all the fans and all the audience around the world, I ask for your continued support. Mr. Yamamoto, thank you. So they are really growing steadily, and please pay good attention to the team's successful racing. Thank you. Please, you may exit the stage. So in this season, I'm sure we can expect passionate and dramatic scenes from those drivers, and with the Honda's challenging spirit, and with the appreciation to all the fans, they would put their energy into their performance. And I hope you have a high expectation to Honda's racing activities. So lastly, we ask Mr. Watanabe to make some comments, closing comments. Thank you very much. This morning, at the press conference of Tokyo Auto Salon, I received a baton message from Subaru. Subaru in both motorsports and corporate sports. Let's have a hot battle. So this is a message to Subaru from us. And to promote motorsports together, I'll hand over the baton to the Motorsports Future Conference organized by Toyota Gazoo Racing, which starts tonight. Thank you. Mr. Watanabe, thank you. So this concludes 2022 Honda Motorsports team structure announcement. Thank you very much for all the participants and the audience who were watching this event through video streaming. And with this team structure, we will do our best to win the title in all categories in 2022. We ask for your continuous and passionate support. Thank you very much.